Hello and welcome. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on that amazing, sometimes mysterious box sitting on your desk, your computer. We're going to dive in and figure out how it all really works. I mean, have you ever really thought about it? How does it just know how to play your favorite game, or help you with your homework, or connect you to literally anyone on the planet? It feels like magic, right? Well, today we're going to see it's not magic, it's actually something way cooler. All right, so the very first thing you need to know is that a computer isn't just one single thing. The best way to think about it is like a team, a whole bunch of different players all working together to win the game. And that's exactly why you'll hear the experts call it a computer system. Honestly, system is just a fancy word for team. And the most important part of that whole definition, the part that says work together, because no single part of the computer can do anything all by itself. So let's meet the first group of players on this computer team. And these are the ones you probably already know, because they're the parts you can actually see and, well, touch. In the tech world, we call these physical parts hardware. It's super simple. If you can pick it up, if you can tap on it, if you can feel it, it's hardware. You can think of it as the body of the computer. And look at all the different players on the hardware team. You've got the monitor, which is kind of like its face. You've got the keyboard and mouse. Those are basically its hands. And then you have all the really important parts inside, like the brain of the operation. Every single one of these physical pieces is hardware. But a team of players just standing around on a field can't really do much, can they? Nope. They need a coach, they need a game plan, they need instructions. And that brings us to the second, totally invisible part of our computer team. And that is software. You can't touch it, you can't feel it. But I'll tell you what, without it, all that hardware is just a completely useless box of plastic and metal. Software is the set of instructions that tells the hardware exactly what to do, step by step. This chart really nails the difference, doesn't it? The hardware is the physical body, and the software is the invisible brain, or the coach that's telling the body what to do. You absolutely need both to make anything happen. And you use software all the time. Your operating system, like Windows, that's like the head coach for the whole system. And then you've got other programs, which are like special playbooks for certain tasks, whether you're writing a paper in Microsoft Word, drawing in Paint, or, playing a game. Okay, so we've got our team, the hardware, and we've got our game plan, the software. But how do they actually play the game? Well, it turns out they follow the same super simple 3-step plan for every single thing they do. Yeah, how do your clicks and the words you type turn into a picture on the screen or the answer to a tough math problem? It all comes down to this one simple but really powerful cycle. This universal game plan is called the IPO cycle. Now, I know that might sound a little technical, but I promise you it's something you already understand from your everyday life. IPO simply stands for input, process, and output. That's it. That's the whole secret. Every single thing a computer does follows these 3 steps in this exact order: input, process, output. So let's break it down, starting with input. This is just you giving the computer some information and instructions. When you type on your keyboard or click your mouse or talk into a microphone, you're giving it input. You're telling the team what you want it to do. Next up is the process. This is the thinking part. This is when the computer's brain, the CPU, takes your input and starts following the software's instructions. It's doing calculations, it's organizing stuff, it's doing the actual work. And finally, after all that thinking, we get the output. This is the result the computer gives you after it's done processing. It's the answer to your question, the picture on your monitor, the song playing through your speakers. You get the idea. Now I know that input, process, output can still sound a little abstract. So let's use a couple of real-world examples that will make this crystal clear. Just think about making orange juice. The input, that's the oranges. The process, that's you or a juicer squeezing them. And the output, a delicious glass of juice. See? Input, process, output. You do this kind of thing all the time. So let's see how a computer does it. Let's say your input is 10 plus 5. You're giving it the numbers and the instruction. The process is the computer's brain, the CPU, actually doing the addition. And the output is the final answer, 15, that pops up on your screen. It's the exact same logic. So here's the bottom line, the most important takeaway. All that incredible stuff a computer can do, it all boils down to this one simple idea. It's a team of physical hardware, taking instructions from invisible software, and working together to follow that 3-step plan. Input, process, output, for everything. And that, right there, is the real magic. Not that it's complicated, but that something so powerful is built on such a simple idea. And now that you know the secret, now that you know how they think, the only question left is, what amazing things are you going to tell your computer team to do next? Thanks for joining me.